Hey guys, and here we are for another episode of Old Guy Farms Challenge. Today is a big day for us because our grass is finally ready to mow. We've got another couple things in store that should give you a little bit of a surprise. So we need to pick up a mod or two because I was realizing that I think we forgot to do something very, very important with seasons. And luckily, I think we have another day or so to get it done before we are completely out of luck. So I'm looking for two mods in particular. I think I've already picked one. I just want to make sure before we get on in and find we have to go another day without it. I'm going to pick up that one. Going to, that one's already picked, good. We're going to pick that one. And that should be all we need. Yep. Let's go. So, last episode we collected our cool $1 million. We are now a millionaire. We were the first millionaires in the challenge. I know that Trucker Brad, his cool million has been collected and he has begun to spend it. So we are going to, we can't be too far behind in spending our cool $1 million, so we're going to spend up a little bit of the cash. But we're not going to spend a whole bunch. We're going to leave some. We're going to leave some cash lying about. So the first thing we need to do is open up these doors because we need to do some maintenance. Well, it looks like it says 5 days. It only says 5 days is left. That has 5 days also. Huh. I thought we needed. Thought we were closer to needing maintenance, so I guess we won't do maintenance today. We need to hop in. Wait. First thing, we need to slow down these trains. All right. So now we're at the shop. We need to buy a few things. First thing we're going to buy is a real windrower. We sold that the other day, and now we're going to buy a real one. And we're going to go with red and yellow because I think it looks good. There it is. It might look awful to you, but it is hot to me. Because after our grass issue the other night, we're going to try to get the grass collected as fast as possible. And more specifically, we're going to try to put the grass in multiple layers because we've had some chat over on Discord, and some other people have confirmed what we saw on our live stream, that at midnight Seasons does something, and basically any grass on the field at midnight loses one layer of grass, basically. And our mowers put grass down only one layer deep. So any grass that's been mowed, regardless of time frame. So let's say we mowed a bit of grass at 11:50 p.m. The grass would have only been on the ground for 10 minutes. But once midnight hits, Season says minus one layer of grass on ground, and it disappears. So if we had, this guy's going to cut out right in front of me. If we had already raked it with this rake, we wouldn't have lost that much grass. We would have only lost one layer, and this rake probably puts the grass in 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 layers, so we would have still been able to get some bales. But since we hadn't yet raked it, we were pretty much to use select words, we were pretty much screwed out of a bunch of grass. So we're going to drop this, and we got to go up to the farm and pick up some mowers, because we're going to mow some of this grass down here, because we're also going to put down some more greenhouses. And why waste the grass that's under the greenhouses when you can mow it and pick it up and get a little bit of use out of it before you go and waste it by putting a greenhouse down. So by the end of the day, I want to have 4 additional greenhouses in place. So that's $100,000 worth of greenhouses we're going to spend. Right now we have 4, so we're basically going to double our greenhouse number. We're going to have to do something with respect to our water trailer, because we don't want to take too much time making a bunch of trips with that little 10,000 liter water trailer. So we're going to give that a little bit of an upgrade. I wish we could use manure in a tipper to do our greenhouses, but all my tests with respect to using a tipper in greenhouses have come up with a big fail. So we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to have to use a bucket, I guess. Hey Ed, hey Isaiah, hey Frank, Frank IV, or Frank 4, whichever it is. And once we get the grass down there where we're going to put our greenhouses down, we're going to make our way back up here, and we're going to get to mowing our own planted grass, because as you can see, we've got our flag up there in the field, so our grass is now ready to go. And we're going to spend however many days it takes to mow all the grass that we planted. So we've been kind of wasting time doing some logging, kind of pretty much leading up until to this point. We're in day 5 of summer. I'm hoping we can get one more cutting off of our planted grass. We're definitely not going to get 3, that's for sure. Hey Henry, how you doing? So I think these 2 mowers worked out really well the other day when we did follow me. So I debated about picking up maybe a bigger mower, but I think these 2 are going to work out just fine. As I was saying yesterday's stream, I still have my eye on that field over there by those greenhouses. It would be a very nice field if we plowed it up and put grass in it. We should be able to get a lot of bales off of that every year. Uh-oh. 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 Alright. That was a close one, everybody. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm excited that we get to mow grass now. My whole plan, my whole strategy now can really start to materialize. course, we got busy old traffic here. Alright, let's get you going. Okay, now we're gonna have to swing out wide because of that tree. Back in. You're gonna get stuck probably. Did you get hung up? No, good. Like I said, we're going to mow up some grass right here. No reason to waste perfectly good grass by putting greenhouses down. And we could mow it up real quick. We're going to mow this little bit here in front of the greenhouses, just to go ahead and get a little bit more. Hey, Rubber Burner, how you doing? When are you going to stream episode 2? Don't look at my money. I had a small infusion of yellow minerals. Yeah, it was probably mid-afternoon yesterday, game day, and there really wasn't enough time to get into anything else. So I just went ahead and picked them up. So we're going to need to run both of these mowers back to the farm. Then we're going to have to pick up the baler that we left over by the Scorpion King and make our way back down here. Yeah, you know, I completely forgot about the rain. I'm so focused on what we're going to do next that I quickly forget about what we just previously did. We're not going to get split by the train this time. We'll wait for it. So every time I get in here, I always find myself shocked and surprised at how quick time goes by. It's already 10:20. Feels like we haven't done much of anything already. Of course, these slow tractors don't really help much. And I know now that we have quite the infusion of cash, we could speed up our tractors by getting some faster ones. But I don't want to blow through my million. I want to savor it and keep it as long as possible. Alright, now we gotta run up and get that baler. Oh, wait. We got them there eggs to get. I'd hate to have the challenge come down to who didn't pick up the eggs best. Hi, Farmer. Oops, how you doing? Yeah, when I learned that in seasons bale or grass rotted, I thought it would rot from within the baler. I thought that would be cool. That if you left grass in the baler, you come back to it, the baler would be empty because the grass would have, quote, rotted away. But alas, it does not appear to do that. We're going to go a little off country. This is a good section for grass when we need it. Plus, it's very close to the farm. I hear the train coming, but we don't need to worry about that because we've already been able to cross the tracks. All right. Let's get our man rake going here. Yeah, I think the way it should work is instead of grass rotting, I think it should, if it's been baled, I think it should rot away because compressed grass will basically get hot and could pose a fire hazard, could spontaneously combust. There's been many a barn fire as a result of putting baled, wet baled material in the barn. But what I think is, let's go ahead and open this thing up. I think if it's loose, it should eventually turn into dried hay, because you cut grass, it will eventually dry out. Look at that man-sized rake right there. Beast. I'm determined not to lose any more grass as a result of the midnight layer deletion. This should allow us to pick grass up at least 3 times faster. Those yellow tines, they look really nice. They almost look like they're metallic. We got one bale out of that. I was going to say, let's see if we can get this grass collected before midday, but it's already midday. But you can see how using this where we were picking up grass yesterday at would have been maybe a bit problematic. gonna let me get any of this. Oh well, that'll just disappear. Hold on, man. All right, hold on. I got a phone call. All right, I'm back. Had an excited kid I needed to talk to. All right. So let's see here. Let's put this one down. All right, there we go. All right. Alright, don't tell me I can't put this down because I got grass there. Oh, that's annoying. The good thing, I happen to have this awesome grass picker-upper thing to to take care of that problem. See here, can we put it down now? I think so. I think so. 2. What's wrong with you? Do we have some mystery grass there I don't know about? Three. 4. All right. So we'll drive these up to the farm, and then we will get our greenhouses operational, so that they can start earning us some income. I don't see a train coming, so that's good. There he comes. Alright, let's park these right here. Oh, don't run into my new rake. Alright, we need to get into our truck. Oh, I thought I could jump through that. Pick those bales up. There's a gate up here we'll use. I don't see no train, we're good. Wonderful pink marshmallows. Going to bring me lots of cash here in a few months. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6 bales out of that. If we sell it at the right time, that's about $6,000, I think. We need to run back to the shop because we need to pick something up. And it's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We need blue, wide tires, gonna go with black rims, and buy it. Now we got ourselves a real water tank. Hey, Trucker Brad, how you doing? Yeah, Sean, we got the manure buy point. It's already over there at the greenhouses. There it is, right in front of us. See if we can't fill this thing up without getting too far in the water. There we go. I love these trailers. I think Hendry's everywhere. I don't know what he does for a living, but he seems to be online an awful lot. Whoa, where'd the water go? Come on, let's pull it. Okay, we've got water triggers on either side of the trailer, so we don't have to worry about the specific side. These first four should be pretty well full of water already. That one's not taking any water. That one's not taking any water. There we go. Oh, no problem, Trucker Brad. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I know it's, I know you said it's completely different as far as your game style. I thought you were warming up to the little Hurleman tractor, but you seem to want to get rid of it awful quick today. But I do like that that open top tractor you were looking at. How you doing, Marion? Alright, we're gonna leave our we're gonna jackknife our water trailer and we're gonna leave it right here. Run over here, pick up our telly and get some manure, because the sooner we get these greenhouses operational, the sooner we get not residual income, but well, you know what I mean. We don't want to tip it. We don't want to tip it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a look at the little old, oh, whatever it was. I think it was orange. Either that or it was a really old, sun-baked red tractor. And Alice Chalmers. Yeah. Didn't look like it had too much horsepower, though. I think you might have actually went down the horsepower level from the Hurleman. And I think you said you had the crop destruction mod on. So the Hurleman had crop care tires, whereas I don't know what your that old Alice Chalmers will do to the crops. Tell you, if the wheel loaders weren't so darn expensive per day, I'd buy one of them because they have a much bigger bucket. Alright, I know those four already have stuff going for them, so I'm not going to mess time. I'm sorry to hear that, Henry, but I'm glad that you found an outlet to spend time with. Trucker Brad, you like my pink marshmallows? Alright, and now it's 6 p.m. already. I wonder if we have time to get that field cut. We're not going to make it. I'm using the Kuhn bale pack, the combo round baler, and it lets you change the color of the bales. I think you can get pink on the Kuhn square wrapper also. If you go with the in-game round bale wrapper, I think there is an SOB modding baler wrapper that lets you pick the color of the wrap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Keep hitting that button. What's going on? Oh man, what the heck's going on? Oh, there we go. I don't know what was going on there. Somehow my cursor was stuck, and I think it was because I hit the space bar. Alright, let's get to mowing some grass. It's almost 7 o'clock. I think we can probably get this field picked up before midnight. Bumpy roads. Alright, we'll just see if we can do some in-cab driving. All we gotta do is keep our tractor to the left of the uncut grass. That should work. And our helper should be following right behind us, shifted over a little bit. So again, I know I said this yesterday, but whoever suggested that I run 2 mowers with follow me and an offset, thank you very much. That was an excellent idea. Basically we can get, I think, 8.5 meters worth of working width off of in half the time now. We always, us streamers always appreciate these suggestions. We're often spending too much time thinking about what we're going to do next than to think about if we're making the right decisions. I'm just going to dive on in here. We're cutting this field about in half. Doesn't look like it, but I don't want to waste time backing up and turning around. I'm really excited about this challenge because I haven't had an opportunity to use a lot of this coon stuff, and it's basically letting me use all this coon stuff that I bought and hadn't really used to this point. I'm excited. I really want to see how many bales we can get off this little patch of grass. I'm also excited to see how long it takes for us to bale up the grass that we do have planted. Because like I said, I do plan on buying some more fields. I do plan on preparing more ground for grass. But if I find that I have more grass than I have time to mow, then that's wasted money and wasted effort. Because ideally I want to start in one spot of the map and just be mowing grass constantly, moving from one point to the next. And about the time I'm done with the last bit of grass. The first bit of grass that I mowed is ready to be cut again. Hey, Stomp Games 47, how you doing? So who's following who? That's the million-dollar question here. Not run into ourselves. Alright, Stomp, we don't do that here now. You're free to watch, but we're not, we don't advertise each other, or we don't advertise other channels. O'clock. You're free to hang out if you want. Just we'll come by and check out your channel if we get a chance. So, who wants to guess how many bales we're going to get off of this little bit of grass? I'm going to say I'm hoping for 12. I'm shooting for 12 bales. What do you all want? So unfold. Alright, we got Slosky79 says 11. Farmer Oops says 16. Henry says 16. We're going to have a tiebreaker here if we got two people with 16. Oh, it got dark quick. Trucker Brad says 17. Ed says 20. Well, let's see. We'll count them. Since we got the man rake here, we should be able to get them raked up and baled pretty quick. That's a pretty thick windrow. Well, he's not getting very far before he gets another bale wrapped. See if we can... Vermeer. Is that, I don't think I've seen that one. I saw a Kloss rake the other day, but it was small. It was smaller than the in-game coon rake. This is GTX Mods Krone Swadro rake. Get 1, 2, 3. We can get 5 passes with one rake here, whereas with the old coon rake we were getting 2. Oops. Take that. There, that made quick work. So I guess the baler gave up. He got too far behind. Oh. He's up to his axles in grass. Whoa, where are you going? Do you recommend any good mods new to Farm Sim? I recommend every mod that GTX Modding has made. They are all fabulous, great mods. One of his mod packs just made the mod hub today. It's the AR truck and equipment pack. I did a video on it a couple months ago. It is an outstanding set of trucks and attachments. There are 2 auto-loading trailer for logs on there. There's an auto-loading flatbed. On there, there's a service trailer. There's an animal trailer. There's 4 or 5 different tippers. There's a manure spreader. There's a fertilized spreader. There's a fertilized sprayer. It's a fabulous set of options. The Swadro rake that I had used, that was a GTX Mods product. They have a great fermentation silo to put grass and chaff in and make silage. They've got wonderful pig food and TMR mixers. This forward pack is pretty good. The baler I'm using is from the Kuhn DLC. It's a round baler wrapper combo unit. Not to necessarily advertise my Let's Play series, but on my Serenity Valley series, I've got in the description I've got a link to a Google Doc that has all the mods that I use in that series, so that could be a good source to start looking for mods. Trucker Brad's got the buku of mods. I know when I was seeing his mod list for the mods in his folder, when he was picking out the ones for this map, I was like, wow, you must have like 300 mods in there. Most of them I think are against the rules for this particular challenge, but still. Do you have a particular style of equipment or kind of equipment that you're looking for? Oh, that's why I hate round bales. They just go somewhere. Square bales at least stay where you put them. There he goes, down the hill. Oh, as far as midnight, I'm not concerned now because we've already raked the grass. It's in more than one layer deep, so the grass won't disappear. The worst thing may be that the windrow goes down a little bit, but we've got it. Now it's just picking up these little tiddly bits that we missed. And maybe the best or worst thing about seasons, depending on your mindset, is these little bits that get left on the field will disappear in a matter of a day or two. For those of us that have this OCD about stuff being left on the field, it's a good thing because then it's not there anymore. For the type of people that like to mow and then wait for the grass to grow and mow again and wait for the grass to grow and then mow again and then finally pick it up, you don't like this idea because you can't do that. Alright, well I think that does it. Oh, here's a little bit. And it's midnight. Now I'm going to basically count the one in the chamber as a bale for this field. So we're going to count starting with this baler. The bale in this baler is number 1. Let's put these over here and drop them. Oh. Let's move forward and then pick them up. Alright, let's count them. See who wins. All you're winning is bragging rights. I think we got more than 12. Is that all of them? Alright, that's all of them. So let's see here. We've got 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, and the one in the chamber is 20. No, we didn't get 42. We got 20. Who said 20? Let's look through his chat. Ed Lewis wins the money. He said 20. We don't have any money to give away. Ed, did you already do this and know how much you were going to get? Alright, like I said in a previous episode, we're going to take our bales and we're going to go ahead and take them up to the bale sell point, and we're going to drop them off up there to store. Because there's not a lot of field room down here at the main farm to keep our bales stored. Now that it's day 6, we can do a mission. Assuming that there's a mission on this field down here where our greenhouses are, that's the one I want to do on. Simply because I do plan on buying that field and plopping grass in it. What? What's that? was total weirdness there. Alright, let's pull on in here and see what kind of a mission we can get. I wasn't planning on working through the night, but it's after midnight, so we might as well. No mission available. Okay. Alright, Mr. Robert Cook. Let's go over here and see if we have a mission on this one. Oh, we can fertilize. $1,500. We can fertilize you for, I don't know how much money it was. $628. I'll hold off on you. $900. All right, I guess we'll go back here and we'll do the we'll do the first one we looked at. I always get a kick out of these little baby tires on bigger tractors. We don't need to wait anyway. Oh, of course I hit F5. Oh, I'm not in the road. I don't need my beacons on in the field. I think Trucker Brad just likes beacons. Those are flashing too quick. They're annoying. Oh, we're gonna get the you don't own this field. You don't own this field. No, we don't own the field. So this is another field option to buy and plop grass in. We start getting fields that are a little bit too big, we might have to upgrade our mower or mowers. But I think tomorrow we should be able to mow the other 2 fields at the main farm without any issue whatsoever. And we might get those done, and we'll probably be tempted to start mowing the field over by the old sheep area, but I'm not sure if we should do that. We'll have to see. I'm guessing we'll probably get everything mowed and baled at the main farm probably by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the question is, do we think we can get mowed and baled the other field before midnight? Now, I don't know. So what we're going to do is we will, once this mission's done, I'll drive the truck back up to the farm. We will jump down here and just check on our greenhouses. And then we will call it a stream. And then I'll come back and we'll do another day. Alright. $1,100 richer. It's an awful lot of traffic at 2 in the morning. See you later, Henry. Let's see what our forecast is. So today we have a sunny day. Looks like we've got sunny days for the next 2 days of autumn. Looks like we've got a pretty dry autumn. Typically they claim that that's when there's a greater chance of rain. Guess we should turn it off. Snow ought to be interesting. Come winter time. Let's back up, I guess. We need to look at our finances and just see how we fared yesterday. But what we were calculating yesterday, these greenhouses should bring us about $16,000 a day. We'll be a little short yesterday because we didn't get them started right away. But we did get what, 6 bales off of this area, so that was well worth it, I think. Alright, this has 2 days till maintenance is required. We better go ahead and drive this up to the farm and do our maintenance on it. I was going to pick up the mobile toolbox that you use for maintenance, but I don't have a way of driving it around other than to put it in this bucket. So we didn't buy that. So, will we get another cutting off of this field we just mowed before winter? Will we be able to get grass cut in day 5 or 6 of autumn? That's the question. $35. That's the price of an oil filter and oil change. We might as well fill her up with gas while we're here. There we go. Yeah, we're good for another 12 days, so we'll be good until almost the end of winter. We'll probably use this a fair bit wintertime to maybe clean up some snow around the farmyard. Probably scrape some snow out from in front of the greenhouses. Here comes a train. Just in time to miss that. So we need to bring our Scorpion King down here and cut these trees out along the road here, because I would love by the end of year 3 to have greenhouses all lined up on that road. We can probably get another 8 to 10 greenhouses or more along that strip. And you're 4 days. Yeah, I should probably just go ahead and do maintenance on everything, so everything's on the same schedule. That way I don't mess things up and get things out of sync. Well, that would also be a good option to clear cut behind the greenhouses and maybe double stack them. So the wonderful thing is we've pretty much bought all the equipment we need to be successful. The only thing we may need to do is get bigger mowers if we do get some bigger fields. What am I doing? So at this point, our daily purchases are pretty much going to be limited to not much of anything. The greenhouses should more than cover our daily operating costs. And hopefully we'll have... Now we've got, I don't know how many bales are in that thing. I like to have a couple hundred bales by winter time to sell. So if we can get $1,000 a bale, that'd be a couple $100,000 in the bank for the work that we did over the summer. And then we can do forestry over the winter. What? Why are you not letting? Are you not? You don't think I'm in the box? $36 for you. Yeah, we've got 2.5 trailer loads of bales. I don't know how many. I think... Oh, wrong way. I think that trailer holds 36 rounds. So we've already got 72 bales. 72, probably close to 80, 85 bales. I don't remember how many bales I used to get off of the off of Field 11 when I did Goldcrest Valley when I started playing. This is 2 days also maintenance. Yeah, I guess we bought these before we bought the Fords. Maybe that explains why the maintenance is different. So the mixers from GTX are fine. Old Guy Farmer says. I was more interested for you and maybe Trucker Brad. That are doing cows. If I do animals at all, we're gonna do sheep. So they kind of, oh no. There we go. Oh, would you stop? Whoa! Why are you so much? Let's give you a quick little hose down. didn't look all that dirty, but maybe this will make you cheaper. Oh well. I think it may have been a couple dollars cheaper, but Mr. Awesome is back. How you doing, Mr. Awesome? Alright, let's pick up our eggs. At some point we should probably sell them. Let's take an assessment of where we are today. So yesterday we were negative $246,000, but that's okay. We put down 4 greenhouses and we bought $155,000 worth of stuff. Our greenhouses are up. Field job income. So today we're net almost $3,000 up. Our vehicle running costs are getting up there a little bit, but they're still manageable. All right. We've got 76 eggs in our backpack. Alright, so we're going to save the game here. We're going to exit and go ahead and save it again. We're going to exit. We're going to stop the stream, and then I'll be back in just a few minutes to start up with episode 12, day 6 of summer. So I'll be right back.